Hi, I'm Chelsea from Sew and Glow Quilting, and today I'm going to show you in my new series, Beginner Adobe Illustrator for Quilters, I'm going to show you how to open a document, okay? It seems like this should be super easy, but there are some steps that somebody who's never opened Illustrator before might get a little caught up on. And so I'm gonna show you every single step I take to open a new document and how to set it up properly for a quilt, okay? So come join me, you're gonna love this video. I have opened up Adobe Illustrator and I'm gonna show you how to create a new file for quilting. So Adobe Illustrator is open now. This is what I see. I wanna click on this blue button called New File. Then it's gonna bring up this dialog box. Now you can see it automatically, for me, goes to recent because I've opened many files, but you might see something different. And if you do, up here, select the print dialog, then you can actually customize it for your needs. Okay, so if you want to, you can go ahead and rename this. I'm gonna call it Pretty Quilt. All right, and then I do not want points. You do not want points, you want inches, okay? So it's not gonna be paper size. No, this is gonna be a full-size quilt. So I'm gonna say 60 inches and width and 70 inches high, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be exactly the size of the quilt that you're going to be designing. You can resize this at any time. It's so easy. You can make it bigger or smaller. It really doesn't matter, but I feel like this is a good preset to just go with, unless you are doing a king size quilt or something. But for a throw size quilt, something like these dimensions are just fine, okay? Now you don't have to worry about your bleed settings, and you don't have to worry about color mode unless you're sending this off to a printer, in which case you want to ask them what color mode they want. But for print, it's usually CMYK. Now for raster effects, this is the resolution. I like to keep it at 300 ppi. That's 300 pixels per inch. This is a nice high resolution. Now, if you're worried about the size of your document and maybe you don't have a lot of room on your computer, or maybe your computer's a little slower, you can choose a lower resolution. It's not gonna be as crisp, but the file will be much smaller. All right, and then for preview mode, just keep it at default. These other two really don't matter for us, and we don't have to worry about more settings. And once we're done here, all we have to do is click create, and it will bring up my new file. Okay, so this does not look huge, right? This looks like a regular size document, like maybe paper size. But when you look over here at this tab, this is my quilt right now, and it's only showing me 8.17%. That means this is actually really huge, okay? So I'll show you a quilt that I designed. This is a throw size quilt, and you can see I've played with all different colors and the sashing, different sizes. This is what I came up with, and I actually made this quilt and I love it. But this is a full-size quilt. And so you can start to see how cool Illustrator is for quilting and how absolutely powerful it is. So that is how I open a new document in Illustrator. And you can see it's really not complicated if you just understand all the steps and what it's asking you for. If you found this video useful, give it a like for me and subscribe to my page, because I am creating a playlist just for Illustrator for you quilters. Okay, I think this is gonna have some really great information. You can save this for later, and thank you so much for watching.